While data suggests that in some places schools don't appear to be significant sources of spreading the virus, the state's largest teachers union is sounding the alarm about COVID-19 in their schools. So Tennessee Education Association President Beth Brown is here with me now for more on that. Good afternoon, Beth, and thanks for being with us. And I want to pick up on a letter that your union wrote to Tennessee's governor asserting that data shows in-person instruction does increase infection risk and that infection rates in school staff are higher than the communities in which they serve. So what are you asking the state to do with this?
Well, good afternoon, and appreciate the opportunity to be here. We did send this letter to Governor Lee asking for a number of things, including a mask mandate for Tennessee students and educators. We're also asking for high-quality PPE, increased in investment in air quality systems and HVAC systems, air purification. We are also recognizing that higher infection rates among educators is causing them to have to leave the classroom to go into quarantine due to exposure and or infection. So we've asked for significant investment in leave policy and leave compensation, and also hazard pay for our educators who are at increased risk, and the data indicates that they are becoming infected at a much higher rate than the general public in the communities in which they live and teach.
Doesn't the data at the World Health Organization also suggest that the infection rate is due to the introduction of the virus by other adults, by staff themselves, and that children don't seem to be as much of a transmission risk? And is that of concern to the members of the teachers union? You guys are right in the middle between the virus and the parents who are desperate to get their kids back in school. How do you handle that?
Well, we have to recognize that we all agree that in-person instruction is what is best for our students, but we have to prioritize the health, safety, and well-being of our students and our educators. And when the data indicates that educators are being infected at a much higher rate, we have to consider their safety. We also have to consider the disruption to student learning that is caused when educators are sent home to quarantine, and the lack of substitute teachers to cover classes where educators cannot be present.
And so just strike that balance for me that you just mentioned. What in the end are you concerned would be more detrimental to our children's health, being exposed to the coronavirus and perhaps being a source of transmission, or losing out, falling behind, and losing the social opportunities, the formative opportunities that school represents for those kids by moving classes online?
Well, we have to recognize that when we're in a pandemic, there may not be any perfect option. And so we have to go with the safest option, and that is prioritizing the health, safety, and well-being of Tennessee's students and educators. Tennessee's educators are highly trained professionals. We know that once we get past this, once we get a vaccine and we can ultimately return to life as what we consider normal, we have the ability to catch our students up for any sort of COVID slide in learning. We can do that. And one of the ways that our General Assembly and our governor can assist with that, assist the professionals who know what we're doing, is to invest in the resources that educators are going to need to help combat any sort of learning loss or COVID slide.
All right, Beth Brown, thanks very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.